Hey everybody, this is Stormy with the capital Z. Welcome back to another WarCraft 3 cast. This time around, I have a game for you guys on Terenas Stand LV. Looking at the minimap looks weird. I mean, I don't think there's any kind of changes to Terenas Stand LV, but there's definitely some change in the color patterns. Perhaps that is Blizzard's new thing that they were talking about. This replay has been, of course, picked up from WarCraft3.info, and I believe this is a part of the Solo Pandaria League. Let me look up the name, actually. Won't take more than a second. We got Miko spawning here at the bottom right location of this map, also known as To Find the Way. He is spawning as human, and he's going for a rather, well, I'm pretty sure this kind of base build order may have been done on this new Terenas Stand version, but I may be wrong. I do it a bit differently. On the other side of the map, we got Darky 83 spawning as the red Nidal player. Are they red? Oh, they were not red at all. So Miko is actually silver or gray, and Darky is blue. So we're going to refer to them as blue and gray for the time being. And the tournament is indeed from Pandaria Solo League Season 2, Division something something. I don't know the division. I'm not going to look for that now. We got the altars are up, and alright, the game is already interesting. We got a warden coming in from the Nidal player To Find the Way, or Miko. Oh, wait a second. No, To Find the Way is not Miko. Miko. To Find the Way is the human player, Miko, and Darky is the Nidal. So Darky going in for Warden first. It's always interesting to see Warden. Archmage coming in for the human player, and it's a pretty interesting way to set up your base, I would say. I'm gonna be wondering, yeah, I was exactly gonna mention that, where are you gonna put down your tower? That's gonna be a bit difficult thing over there. Ancient of War is ready, and I'm going to be calling in the creeps, probably having the archer get that static shield. Yeah, they're gonna get the static shield. Eat the tree with the big guy. Attack with the archer? No, not yet. He didn't get the static shield. Alright, Miko going in for some creeping at his goblin merchant camp. This is not really a traditional approach to this map, if you ask me. But this is one way of doing things. You can go for the goblin merchant camp, and that will of course have the merchant camp free, so you can anytime you just go to it and buy your good set of items. Okay, finally the static shield being provoked over there. Warden actually called in the Apprentice Wizard as well. She actually killed two of them and then came in over here. That Ancient of War is super weak right now. Should be careful with that thing. It is constantly being repaired by the Wisp as well. Level 2 on the Warden, and the Archmage is of course also level 2. We got Archmage with a Sentry Wards over there, and Warden currently is having Cloak of Shadows, which is useless. Well, not really useless right now. There is one use of it. You can hide during daytime. It's also got Wand of Mana Stealing, and it's got Gauntlet of Ogre Strength. Not the best, but you can keep it for the time being and probably sell it off at one point of the game. It appears to me that Miko is trying to set up an expansion. He seems to be putting up an expansion up here, and that's going to be helping him to get his extra resources. Once his expansion is up and ready, you can definitely spawn some stronger stuff against Nidal players. You can get your mass production going in. So what's the meta like these days against Night Elves? I guess you could go for a Mass Rifleman. Rifleman is really the answer to everything right now, with the current meta going on in the human. We got both of the players playing kind of passively. None of them have scouted out each other. We got Darky doing sort of scouting because his units or buildings are at least outside the base. We got a Wisp coming in, and this is the first attempt that anybody actually, any of the players actually met with an engagement. And that too, that's not a proper one. And oh, what do we have here? Speaking of proper engagements, we got the Warden using the Staff of Preservation, Staff of Teleportation, getting in towards the Wisp. Wisp should actually plant itself to one of the trees right now. Going in with one of those Fan of Knives, and Shadow Melt. It's lost all the mana. We got Miko on the other side of the map. Miko is gonna be applying some pressure, and that's gonna be forcing the staff of teleportation. That's not the staff. It used TP. Okay, the TP being kind of wasted if you ask me. Could have used the staff of teleportation to come over here. Maybe I would have waited a bit, but I guess waiting for it to cool down would not have been worth it if you would have lost a lot of stuff back at the base. Phantom Knives on all those units. The footmen are taking heavy damage, and Miko trying to deny it, but he failed to do so. I guess. Can you actually miss the attack on your own unit? I guess you can, because it was down to, like, I don't know, the bar wasn't even visible at all, but still the hit of the fireball of the Archmage did not kill it. Both of the players losing a good number of units right now. Darky having some mercenaries hired from that mercenary camp, and that's going to force Miko outside the base. Miko going to go back to his base. Town center, or that the town hall is ready, and now he shall concentrate on getting to tier 2. Warden is pretty strong right now, level 3. Doesn't have enough mana, and does have staff for teleportation though. It can definitely go in here, and the thing about the Warden right now is that it doesn't have Shadow Strike. It went in with Blink and Fan of Knives. That is like the choice though. Whenever you want to go for the Warden, you either go Fan of Knives or either go Shadow Strike. Like, Blink is kind of a necessary thing. Although there are instances where you do see both Shadow Strike and Fan of Knives, but Blink is super useful. Like, you don't really want to miss that out. And what we have here right now, illusionary Wardens being set up over here. That's kind of confusing away the human player. He is kind of knowing which is the real one though, because the real one is weak and the other ones didn't really take any damage at all. I guess he was aware enough to actually spot the ones that need to be hit, and he hit those first. Now these are all illusions. The only thing they can do right now is be super annoying, and they can just give the Nidal player all the information that he needs from here. One thing about the illusion, I must say that they do have Cloak of Shadows, so the illusions can hide even during the daytime, and they timed out, it appears. On the other side of the map, we got Darky going in for some more creeping with his Ancient of War and those Berserker, the Troll Priest and Berserker. He will be done creeping over here, and that has already given him level 4 on the Warden. Now this Warden is even stronger than what it was before. So you got level 2 Blink and level 2 Fan of Knives. Level 2 Blink reduces the cooldown, and no, wait a second. Level 2 Blink reduces the mana cost, and level 3 reduces the cooldown to like it's as good as nothing. That's how low the cooldown becomes. So yeah, so that is one thing that you can definitely use against human players, which especially human players that have those units which are with lower HP. This is something that I point out in, I don't know, probably most of my casts where I'm covering human players, because the human units usually have like below 400 HP or so. Footmen have 420, the casters have even below that. The thing is that spell like Fan of Knives, spell like Thunderclap, spells like Shockwave, Carrion Spawn, these things can actually land a really hard blow on them. And right now, that is what Darky seems to be doing. And you can look at the damage across these units. 5 units hit with approximately 150 damage around. That's a lot if you ask me. That's a lot for units that are below 400 HP. Footmen, of course, being 420, which I pointed out earlier. And workers, the peasants, are rather even lower on that regard. We got human player Miko picking up some mercenaries for himself. That's gonna be useful for him until he gets his tier 2 buildings up and running and starts producing off of them. Right now, Miko does not have any tier 2 production buildings yet. No Arcane Sanctums, no workshops. I don't know what's he up to. He does have a blacksmith, but he didn't go for any riflemen just yet. He definitely needs riflemen against Nidal player. And one more thing I want to point out, that the Nidal player did not produce any much of the military units yet. After that first engagement, it just went in with the warden and just did some harassment, and then went back to the base, crept a bit, put up an expansion over here, which Miko immediately detecting. And I'm not sure if he actually detected it while coming from this side, because you do have the vision of the gold mine. If you see it being entangled, you know that there's an expansion being set up. Nice little fan of knives on those units, and one footman being taken out. Slow being cast on the warden. Here comes a few mercenaries. The mercenaries are all that Darky right now has. He's gonna have to be really careful with them. They're being slowed and they're gonna be slaughtered over there. There is more than one fan of knives left inside the tank of the warden, and one more unit kill will give the warden level 5, and after level 5 it's gonna be even more devastating. Oh no, one fan of knives wasted. It's gonna have to wait for the cooldown now. I don't think the cooldown is that much. With 3 more seconds for the cooldown, it blinked away to save itself for the time being. Warden's it's considerably squishy, although this warden does have a good amount of HP, and it also has pendant of energy, so that's a great item for a warden, man. It went in, level 5 on the warden, anti-magic shell. It's not going to be taking any storm balls for until that shield is lasting. Uh-oh, it's being surrounded. It should get out of there. It should get out of there right away. If your warden gets storm bolted and you end up in a surround like that, you're done. And uh-oh, this is overextension. The warden is gonna be taken out. Level 5 warden down. And Darky has to call the GG. Well, the game turned out to a ending that was not expected, actually. Looking at the warden, warden is pretty strong hero, and I wouldn't really say that I was expecting Darky to lose in that fashion, but that is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed this cast. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening. If you like the cast, do subscribe to my channels on Mixer, YouTube, and Twitch, of course. And apart from that, this is something that I do well, at least have planned to do daily. I stream WarCraft 3 at 1600 hours GMT. This is the first cast that I've done. I will be doing one more replay, and after that I'll be heading in to start the game night at my Discord community. I have a Discord community. The link to that is also there in the description below. You guys can feel free to join into the action. This is our oh, wait a second, that's not the one. This is our schedule. Currently, today is Thursday, it's the 7th of May. Today is Day of Empires, which means we will be playing a lot of Age of Empires today. And tomorrow, I'm having some collaborations with Age of Empires India. Tomorrow, I'll be hosting Age of Empires India from my channel, but I'll be streaming on their Twitch. Yeah, that's the best way I can put it. So we have some collaboration and stuff going on. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening. That would be all for this replay. For the guys on the stream, stick around for the next cast, and for the guys on YouTube, don't forget to hit the like button. That would be all then. Bye bye.